Have you ever heard about Aspergillus fumigatus? If not, then let's delve into it. Aspergillus fumigatus is a species of fungus, and while fungus might make you think of mushrooms or yeast, this one is a bit different. It has the potential to cause diseases in humans, especially those with compromised immune systems. This fungus is quite ubiquitous, found almost everywhere in our environment, in soil, plant matter, and even household dust. Interestingly, Aspergillus fumigatus produces airborne spores known as conidia, which we unknowingly inhale almost daily. In a healthy individual, these spores are usually cleared by the immune system without causing any harm. But in certain situations, such as a weakened state caused by illness, poor nutrition, advanced age, or immunosuppression, these spores can lead to a potentially severe infection. That's Aspergillus fumigatus for you, a fungus with the potential to cause serious harm. You might be wondering where this fungus can be found. Well, the answer might surprise you. Aspergillus fumigatus is virtually everywhere, making its home in the soil beneath our feet, in plant matter, and even in household dust. It's a quiet, unassuming occupant of our environment, going mostly unnoticed, but what you might not know is that this fungus also has a remarkable ability to go airborne. It produces spores known as conidia, which are so tiny they can be carried by the wind. These microscopic particles float around us, and we can inhale many of them daily. In a healthy individual, the immune system clears these spores from the body without a problem. But for some, inhaling A. fumigatus spores can lead to a potentially severe infection. So it's practically everywhere, even in the air we breathe. From the soil to our homes and even in the air, this fungus truly is a ubiquitous part of our environment. Now, let's delve into how Aspergillus fumigatus affects us humans. This fungus is everywhere in our environment, from the soil under our feet to the dust in our homes, and it releases tiny spores called conidia that float through the air. We unknowingly inhale these spores every day. But don't panic just yet. In a healthy individual, our immune system often acts as a diligent janitor, sweeping these spores away and clearing them from our bodies without us even knowing. However, this fungus is also an opportunist, patiently waiting for a chance to cause trouble. It's like that annoying classmate who only shows up when you're having a bad day. Aspergillus fumigatus has low virulence, meaning it doesn't typically cause damage. But when the circumstances are right, it can lead to a potentially severe infection. What are these right circumstances, you ask? Well, they can range from a severely weakened state caused by sickness or poor nutrition to advanced age. The fungus can also take advantage of situations where the immune system is suppressed by diseases or certain medications. Even the use of implants like prosthetic devices can provide an opportunity for this crafty fungus to cause disease. It's also worth mentioning that Aspergillus fumigatus doesn't discriminate. It can affect anyone, anywhere. However, those with weakened immune systems, such as patients undergoing chemotherapy or organ transplant recipients, are particularly vulnerable. The key takeaway here is that our immune system usually does an excellent job of keeping this fungus in check. But under certain conditions, Aspergillus fumigatus can seize the opportunity to cause serious harm. So, while it's a common part of our environment, it's also a potential threat that we should be aware of. It's a tricky fungus, isn't it? Capable of taking advantage of a weakened state and causing disease. The question now is, what diseases can Aspergillus fumigatus cause? Aspergillus fumigatus, a species of fungus, is known to cause a condition known as aspergillosis. Now, aspergillosis is not a single disease, but rather a range of conditions, all caused by Aspergillus species. This spectrum of conditions can range from mild to severe, depending on the individual's immune response and overall health. The first category of these conditions includes allergic reactions. Some individuals, particularly those with asthma or cystic fibrosis, can develop allergic responses to the Aspergillus spores. This can result in allergic bronchopulmonary aspergillosis, which can cause wheezing, coughing, and shortness of breath. The second category involves chronic lung conditions. Chronic pulmonary aspergillosis, for instance, is a long-term condition that can cause weight loss, fatigue, and a persistent cough. It's most common in individuals with pre-existing lung conditions like tuberculosis or chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. The third and most severe category includes invasive diseases. Invasive aspergillosis is a serious condition where the fungus invades and damages tissues in the body. It commonly affects the lungs, but it can also spread to other organs, such as the brain or kidneys. This form of aspergillosis is most common in individuals with weakened immune systems due to conditions like leukemia or organ transplantation. From allergic reactions to invasive diseases, Aspergillus fumigatus has a wide range of effects on our health. How would you know if you're affected and what can be done about it? When Aspergillus fumigatus finds its way into your system, the symptoms can vary, largely depending on the type of infection and where it's located in your body. However, the most common symptoms are associated with the lung infections or allergic reactions. These may include coughing. Sometimes you might even cough up blood. You may experience shortness of breath or dyspnea, and your breathing might become noisy, a condition known as wheezing. Chest pain and fever are also common indicators. If the infection becomes chronic, targeting your lungs over a prolonged period, you might notice fatigue and weight loss. These are symptoms of chronic pulmonary aspergillosis and should not be ignored. Now, if you're showing these symptoms, it's essential to seek medical help. Treatment often involves antifungal medications to combat the fungus. In more severe cases, surgery might be necessary to remove infected tissue. The good news is that with early detection and proper treatment, many people recover from aspergillosis. But it's also important to remember that people with weakened immune systems due to illness or medication are more susceptible to these infections. So while Aspergillus fumigatus is a part of our environment and we encounter it daily, it's crucial to be aware of potential risks. Recognizing the symptoms early and seeking treatment is crucial in dealing with Aspergillus fumigatus infections. So, what have we learned about Aspergillus fumigatus? This fungus, found in our everyday environment, in soil, plant matter, and even household dust, can cause diseases in humans. It produces airborne spores that we inhale on a daily basis. While our immune system generally clears these spores without any issues, for some individuals, exposure to A. fumigatus can lead to a potentially severe infection. We've learned that Aspergillus fumigatus is an opportunistic organism, causing disease only under certain circumstances, such as a weakened state due to illness, poor nutrition, or advanced age, or due to immunosuppression caused by diseases or medications. We've delved into the illnesses it can cause, including allergic reactions, chronic lung conditions, and even invasive diseases. We've also discussed the symptoms, ranging from coughing and chest pain to fatigue and weight loss, and the treatment options available, including surgery and antifungal medications. Knowledge is power, and now you know about Aspergillus fumigatus, a fungus that's closer to us than we might think.